We have to talk about last night. It was awful.
Can you stand up and walk? Let me see. Let me see.
You want to see me walk?
Yes. Are you walking normal?
Watch me walk.
You're walking normal. Oh, come back, come back, come back.
I am so upset with Daniel right now. This is our first full day together, and I'm seeing this whole other side to him. The way he's behaving is giving off.
90-Day Fiancé. In Daniel's Igbo cultural tradition, family approval is not symbolic. It is foundational. With Daniel's father reportedly ill, his uncle acts as the family authority, responsible for determining whether Lisa is an acceptable future wife. This meeting was not optional. It was a test of legitimacy, values, and compatibility. Lisa entered the conversation believing she was attending a formal introduction. Instead, she found herself subjected to a deeply personal interrogation, one that rapidly crossed from cultural inquiry into emotional exposure. During the conversation, Daniel's uncle asked Lisa a series of increasingly intrusive questions. While initial inquiries about religion and intentions were expected, the tone changed dramatically when the discussion turned to Lisa's personal past, specifically her sexuality. The uncle directly asked whether Lisa had previously lived as a lesbian and whether she still practiced lesbianism, referencing information that had been disclosed earlier in the season. Lisa, visibly stunned, struggled to respond calmly as cameras lingered on her reaction. Social media reactions were immediate and intense. Fans described the questioning as humiliating, aggressive, and unnecessarily invasive, while others defended it as culturally rooted honesty. What united both sides, however, was discomfort and growing scrutiny of Daniel's response. Perhaps the most controversial element of the scene was Daniel's demeanor. Rather than offering reassurance, redirecting the conversation, or checking in with Lisa emotionally, Daniel remained largely Wilmer. Viewers questioned why Daniel did not intervene when Lisa appeared visibly distressed. Others noted his body language, distant, reserved, and emotionally neutral, as Lisa struggled to maintain composure. Critics argued that his failure to act signaled emotional disengagement, not cultural respect. Not all viewers condemned Daniel. A significant portion defended his actions, or lack thereof, arguing that challenging an elder in Igbo culture would be deeply disrespectful. According to this perspective, Daniel was trapped between loyalty to tradition and concern for his partner. Cultural analysts pointed out that Western audiences often misinterpret restraint as indifference, when in fact it can be a sign of respect or internal conflict. Lisa's reaction in episode 8 was raw and unfiltered. Her facial expressions, voice tremors, and visible frustration were not the product of editing alone. This was a woman grappling with identity exposure on an international stage. Earlier in the season, Lisa had shared her sexual history openly, but on her own terms. Episode 8 stripped her of that agency, forcing her to justify deeply personal life choices in front of strangers, cameras, and a partner who did not step in. Mental health professionals who commented on the episode described the moment as a classic example of situational emotional overload, where vulnerability is compounded by lack of perceived support. Daniel couldn't satisfy Lisa in bed because of his poor performance, which ruined their moments. 90-Day Fiancé viewers had to watch the couple arguing over his refusal to take a shower with her. His move made her question her existence and whether her partner still loves her for real. Although they had intimacy later, she was shocked by his bigger dick size. As Lisa was happy to stretch herself to fit him in her, she complained that he was making her uncomfortable with his act. Their intimacy was extremely painful for her. Fans think she was somewhat confused about her feelings since she looked quite thrilled during the act. She couldn't keep calm when the act wasn't done the right way. The interesting fact is that she experienced intimacy with a man after several years. A fascinating new clip from 90-Day Fiancé before the 90 Days Season 8 showed the reality of Lisa and Daniel's relationship. One moment, they are happy, and she is bragging about things. The next, they seem to be over, and she is crying. After he evidently disappointed her with his failed attempts to impress her, they still went for a date. However, Lisa became frustrated by Daniel's insults. Amidst their conversation, he picked up with her. He asked her to stand up and show him her walk. She took her tiny bag to demonstrate how she walks. His demands sounded very rude to her ears, so she preferred to take the exit door of the village restaurant where they were hanging out. Can you stand up and walk? Let me see. Daniel questioned Lisa with a bad tone. He was concerned about her presentation to his conservative family. If she couldn't meet the personal and cultural standards, she might be rejected. But Lisa took his words as controlling. Hence, she sarcastically responded, "Watch me walk." Walking out of the place made Lisa pull out her vape from her bag to smoke angrily. In the confessional, she admitted that Daniel's behavior in teaching her proper etiquette felt like a test. Fans are widely laughing at the scene because her reaction is too hilarious. Keep coming. 90 Day Fiancé viewers were in disbelief when Daniel's uncle decided to ask Lisa a question no one saw coming. During a casual conversation, he took a personal turn, leaving Lisa visibly off guard. He straightaway asked Lisa about her sexual preferences and wondered if she was a lesbian or not. He actually asked that right in her face. But the tale doesn't really end here. Daniel's uncle wasn't ready to give up, and he came with a long list of super personal questions. Is this true? What is this all about? What did Lisa reveal? Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy because the tea is really hot. Several videos have been circulating on Facebook that featured 90 Day Fiancé Lisa. She had 7 dogs, 2 cats, 2 people, and 7 holes in a tent while she was in the middle of nowhere. The celeb then showed around her living conditions and counted all the holes in her tent. Apparently, Lisa was homeless and living in a tent to survive. However, Lisa's tent also had several holes. She even documented the time when it was raining heavily and water was coming into her tent. It was leaking, and she had water up to her ankle. Even the tables and chairs were all wet, and she begged her audience to pray for her. All of this made it clear that Lisa's life was very hard before the camera, and fame came into her life. 90 Day Fiancé star Lisa decided to finally meet Daniel's uncle. But little did she know that he would have to face serious, very personal questions. He noted that as Lisa was not an IGO woman, he wanted to know her more and was willing to ask some pertinent questions. This is when Lisa revealed that she is Native American and also part Irish. Lisa then told Daniel's uncle that her mother had given her up for adoption at a very young age. Now, she has a family that adopted her and raised her with love and care. The celeb further assured Daniel's uncle that she was a hard worker who took care of her family and Daniel's financial needs as well. Regarding the religious aspect, Lisa revealed that although she was not always a practicing Christian, she is now trying her best. Lisa was evidently nervous, but she was in shock when Daniel's uncle ended up questioning her sexuality. He asked whether she was or is a lesbian. He further added, "Do you practice lesbianism?" Daniel couldn't believe his ears in an exclusive clip from ET. However, the clip ended way before Lisa could have replied. Hence, fans are now waiting for the upcoming episode to learn more about Lisa and her sexuality. What do you think? Do let us know in the comments section. Keep coming. 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days introduced new couples with its latest season, which also included Lisa and Daniel. Just recently, fans watched Lisa's fairy tale moment come to a close as soon as it started. Lisa decided to visit Daniel all the way to Nigeria from the US. When she reached, Daniel even proposed and kissed her. But Lisa had more in mind as she asked her soon-to-be husband to sleep with her. Things got awkward quickly as Daniel seemed to have doubts about getting intimate. Initially, the couple's chemistry seemed off the charts, but after seeing Daniel's reactions, Lisa started questioning everything. She even wondered whether their connection was real. Was Daniel pulling away for innocent reasons, or was something deeper at play? And could this early setback signal serious trouble ahead for the couple? Keep on reading to know more. 90 Day Fiancé introduced the fans to Lisa and Daniel when the latter proposed at the airport. Moments after Lisa landed in Nigeria, Daniel went down on one knee and asked her to marry him. While she was completely caught off guard, she still agreed. Initially, Lisa couldn't respond, but after thinking about it, she accepted with tears in her eyes. Daniel even prepared a dance group for the occasion, and they looked on as he slipped the ring onto her finger and sealed the deal. In a confessional, Daniel called her his God-given gift and stated that he was serious about their future together. Lisa felt that she had taken a leap of faith by traveling all this way, but Daniel's proposal made it worth it. Despite this, Lisa began thinking about her daughter, Faith, who wasn't fond of Daniel. Lisa admitted that Faith would not be happy about hearing the engagement news. Just after the proposal, 90 Day Fiancé stars Lisa and Daniel arrived at their hotel. Despite how close they were at the airport, Daniel became a little bit distant. When Lisa suggested they should shower together, he hesitated and said no to the offer. Daniel claimed that he was tired and wanted to rest first. Lisa didn't like hearing that and started questioning whether Daniel was still attracted to her. In a confessional, she admitted she wanted intimacy to feel easy about the situation. It had been almost 2 decades since she had been with a man, and that made her feel anxious. This led Lisa to have a panic attack as she worried about being rejected after all her efforts. She questioned why Daniel's energy had changed after meeting at the airport. Fans saw the scene and also chimed in with their thoughts. Lisa admitted feeling secondhand embarrassment. Others criticized the network and accused it of exploiting such vulnerable moments for entertainment. A few fans suggested that Daniel may have been scamming Lisa from the start. For the latest 90 Day Fiancé tea, stay tuned to 90 Day Fiancé newbie star Lisa wasn't just uncomfortable, but was shaken when she was asked a question about lesbianism. It all started when Lisa decided to meet Daniel's uncle in Nigeria. The latter bluntly questioned Lisa's sexual preferences. He asked whether she was a lesbian, and yes, he really said that, right to her face. Lisa clearly wasn't expecting this question, and she got overwhelmed. But Daniel's uncle wasn't done yet. He doubled down with a series of deeply personal questions that evidently made Lisa more uncomfortable. Is this true? What is this all about? What did Lisa reveal? Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy because the tea is really hot. 90 Day Fiancé star Lisa has a shocking past, and several shocking videos about her living conditions have been making the rounds on Facebook. The clip featured Lisa with 7 dogs, 2 cats, 2 people, and a fragile tent full of holes. She even gave viewers a heartbreaking tour of her tent, counting the holes one by one. Fans were in disbelief when Lisa panned the camera and showed her condition. Lisa described it raining and that water flooded her tent. She was standing ankle-deep in water, with tables and chairs soaked. All of this made it clear that Lisa didn't really have a great life before fame and cameras came into her life. This is because she even begged her audience to pray to her as her condition was really deteriorating. 90 Day Fiancé star Lisa is now answering some really uncomfortable questions to none other than Daniel's uncle. The latter had already warned Lisa that he was going to ask some personal questions. But little did she know that it was going to be about her sexuality. He bluntly asked whether Lisa was or had ever been a lesbian. Daniel's uncle further doubled down on the question by asking, "Do you practice lesbianism?" Lisa was in disbelief, and it was clear she didn't know how to answer this question. Well, this is because the answer is yes. Lisa has already told her audience that she had lived a life as a lesbian for almost 21 years. She had married 5 times in her life, and 2 of those marriages were to women. Well, Daniel has no idea about Lisa and her wild past, and it would be interesting to see how she is going to explain it all. Amid all this, Daniel's uncle further asked Lisa to tell him about herself. The latter revealed that she is Native American and also part Irish. She further explained how her mother had given her up for adoption when she was still very young. However, she was taken in by a loving family who raised her with love and care. She even told Daniel's uncle that she was a hard worker and carried the weight of Daniel's financial responsibilities on her shoulders. 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days star Lisa recently rose to fame, TLC introduced her and her boyfriend Daniel as a part of the new couple lineup. The Season 8 trailer teased a generous amount of her backstory. Moreover, it highlighted the drama she was about to bring this season. Hence, the fandom was super excited to have her on screen. 90 Day on the show, the fandom is definitely not disappointed. Her and Daniel's relationship was quite unconventional from the very beginning. Their age gap, cultural differences, finances, family situations, etc. have made for a very controversial storyline this season. Now that Lisa is preparing to fly to Nigeria for the show, reality hit her like a bulldozer. Lisa and Daniel's eccentric relationship has been the talk of the town for quite some time now. TLC's various video previews had already shown Lisa and her daughter, Faith, at odds over Daniel. This time, they had another altercation over a shocking secret on 90 Day Fiancé. This particular secret can certainly break Lisa and Daniel's relationship. Know about Lisa being a lesbian. Moreover, Lisa is still married to her last wife. Although they had separated 9 years back, they have yet to sign the divorce papers. Faith called her mother out for keeping things from Daniel. It turns out she told Daniel she wasn't married when he first asked about marriage prospects. In her defense, she said she's not married in her heart because of the separation. 90-Day Fiancé. Before the 90 days. Season 8 has introduced a wide array of unique relationship dynamics. One particular couple takes the cake with their eccentric relationship dynamics. The couple is Lisa and Daniel. Fans lost their marbles when TLC introduced Lisa as a woman with 5 failed marriages and more than 2 decades as a lesbian. Moreover, TLC's newly released video sneak peeks showed her clashing heads with her daughter. Her daughter humbled her real quick by making her face reality. Furthermore, she also pointed out several red flags in her mother and Daniel's unconventional relationship. After the tough conversations with her daughter, Lisa started to feel the weight of reality seeping in. The recent episode showed Lisa's feelings about finally meeting Daniel. She appeared happy and excited, but also nervous and jittery. She also shared that the secrets between them are making it very hard for her. Therefore, she's trying to balance hope with fear. She worried that Daniel might see her in a different light once the truth was out. Lisa is one of the most talked about Season 8 cast members. Before the 90 Days Season 8 trailer introduced her as a lesbian of over 2 decades with 5 failed marriages. Needless to say, she successfully created most of the hype surrounding this new season. Since then, TLC has also released several new video previews featuring her and her partner, Daniel. Keep on reading to know more. TLC never disappoints with its casting. They have announced a brand new couple lineup for 90-Day Fiancé before the 90 Days Season 8. The audience got intrigued as the network introduced a certain eccentric couple, Lisa and Daniel. This couple continues the age gap trope for the season, with Lisa being 51 and Daniel being 39. Lisa from Pennsylvania has a rather colorful romantic history, having been married 5 times. She has also been living as a lesbian for the past 21 years. Drama is imminent as neither Daniel's family nor he knows of Lisa's extensive past love life. The first look additionally teased a generous amount of explosive drama from this couple. There were waterworks, accusations, rage baiting, etc. Fans are eagerly awaiting to see more of this couple. 90-Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days premiere has brought forth much drama and entertainment. Since the show's premiere, it has been the talk of the town. After knowing the couple's stories, fans can already smell a generous amount of drama this season. One couple in particular has received significantly more attention than the others. These controversial stars have already generated significant buzz. The couple is Lisa and Daniel. Lisa's eccentric life with 5 failed marriages and 21 years of being a lesbian has stunned fans. In a recent TLC confessional, she briefly explained her life and the decisions she made. Her first marriage had ended in an annulment because she was very young and dumb. Her second husband proved to be a better friend than husband. She shares her daughter, Faith, with her husband. She recalled her third husband being her favorite. He was apparently a good guy, however, it was then that she realized she was attracted to women. She then embarked on her 21-year journey as a lesbian with 2 more marriages with women under her belt that failed. Then came along Daniel, and her sexual preferences flickered. Daniel's personality and charm won over Lisa. She called him the smooth operator, since he tells her the most charming things that she's heard. 90-Day Fiancé newbie star Lisa wasn't just uncomfortable, but was shaken when she was asked a question about lesbianism. It all started when Lisa decided to meet Daniel's uncle in Nigeria. The latter bluntly questioned Lisa's sexual preferences. He asked whether she was a lesbian, and yes, he really said that, right to her face. Lisa clearly wasn't expecting this question, and she got overwhelmed. But Daniel's uncle wasn't done yet. He doubled down with a series of deeply personal questions that evidently made Lisa more uncomfortable. Is this true? What is this all about? What did Lisa reveal? Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy because the tea is really ho. 90-Day Fiancé star Lisa has a shocking past, and several shocking videos about her living conditions have been making the rounds on Facebook. The clip featured Lisa with 7 dogs, 2 cats, 2 people, and a fragile tent full of holes. She even gave viewers a heartbreaking tour of her tent, counting the holes one by one. Fans were in disbelief when Lisa panned the camera and showed her condition. Lisa described it raining and that water flooded her tent. She was standing ankle-deep in water, with tables and chairs soaked. All of this made it clear that Lisa didn't really have a great life before fame and cameras came into her life. This is because she even begged her audience to pray to her as her condition was really deteriorating. 90-Day Fiancé star Lisa is now answering some really uncomfortable questions to none other than Daniel's uncle. The latter had already warned Lisa that he was going to ask some personal questions. But little did she know that it was going to be about her sexuality. He bluntly asked whether Lisa was or had ever been a lesbian. Daniel's uncle further doubled down on the question by asking, "Do you practice lesbianism?" Lisa was in disbelief, and it was clear she didn't know how to answer this question. Well, this is because the answer is yes. Lisa has already told her audience that she had lived a life as a lesbian for almost 21 years. She had married 5 times in her life, and 2 of those marriages were to women. Well, Daniel has no idea about Lisa and her wild past, and it would be interesting to see how she is going to explain it all. Amid all this, Daniel's uncle further asked Lisa to tell him about herself. The latter revealed that she is Native American and also part Irish. She further explained how her mother had given her up for adoption when she was still very young. However, she was taken in by a loving family who raised her with love and care. She even told Daniel's uncle that she was a hard worker and carried the weight of Daniel's financial responsibilities on her shoulders.